I could smell the spoiled milk. So disgusting that I felt I might become ill. I sat down slowly, trying not to sit on the dirty floor, surrounded by garbage and ants, crawling all around us as if we were invading their territory, which I suppose we were. It was cold and dark, and I was desperate to leave the dumpster in which we sat. I was so lost in my own thoughts that at first I didn't notice my friend reaching towards me saying, "Here, take a hit." And I thought, well, first of all, hit what? And what is a blunt? I looked around, amazed by the situation that I was in. I mean, I've watched scenes like these in movies before, but never expected to find myself in one, with my friend as the enemy. Shocked by the level my middle school friends had sunk to by sitting around the dumpster, smoking and laughing as if it were actually fun, I leaned back and asked myself a simple question. Is this really what I want to become? The answer is pretty obvious, since I'm standing here in front of you. I knew I didn't want to become that, but then what would I be? How would I avoid a path that everyone expected me to follow? Aimlessly, I continued school, taking my low-level classes, receiving low test scores, surrounded by people with, how surprising, low expectations of me. I was tired of being looked down upon, and being an English language learner did little to boost my confidence because, first, my English sucked, and second, I am Mexican, often seen as less in others' eyes. I was tired of people judging me because of my outer appearance, but lacked the confidence to defend myself. I felt ashamed of being who I was, and would often find myself avoiding the mirror, trying to forget my true identity. And when my mom made beans, I'd simply walk away. But the worst part wasn't being judged. Instead, it was the fact that I couldn't prove them wrong. Everything these awful people thought of me was true. And quite frankly, it killed me. Luckily, towards the end of 8th grade, I met the one person who offered me the last chance to reach success, Mr. Kell, a tall, well-educated, AVID high school teacher who was on my school campus interviewing student candidates for his upcoming freshman AVID class. He sat at a desk, a neat pile of papers to his right, pen in his hand, a slight grin on his face, which, let me tell you, felt pretty intimidating. As I stood at the door, I thought to myself, great, another one of those guys who comes into me and says, "You're doing pretty good in middle school. Keep it up, and you'll actually have a chance of graduating high school." And I thought, great, just high school? Finally, taking my chances, I walked towards him, stubbornly sitting down, ignoring my animal instinct to scream in his face, "I'm not stupid." Of course, saying this would definitely put me under the category of stupid and maybe even crazy. So I shut my mouth and listened. I was blown away with what he told me. The AVID program offered support for minorities like me who wanted to succeed in life, which meant succeeding in high school. SAT prep, SAT test, SAT subject test, ACT prep, ACT, honors courses, AP courses, 80 hours of community service, leader on campus, after school activities, performing arts, time management, dedicated students, hours of homework, financial aid, college applications, CSU colleges, UC colleges, private colleges. And believe it or not, I absorbed everything he said like a sponge. I was amazed by the fact that someone took the time to tell me I could succeed, should succeed, and actually offered the tools I needed. My persona changed 180 degrees. Just knowing that someone believed in me changed the way I viewed life, people, but most importantly, myself. No longer placing myself in the shadows of those who were already successful, I focused in school. With help from tutors, teachers, my counselor, the AVID family, my sisters, and most importantly, my parents and Mr. Kell, I learned to believe in myself, and for the first time saw potential, improvement, and success. By no longer applying low expectations to myself, through hard work and determination, I became the person I am today, Karla Alarcon, a Mexican-American student attending Mountain View High School who's maintained her passion to dance by being involved in the Dance Spectrum show, who served the community by teaching folkloric dance to the students of Landos Elementary School, who's the future president of the Latino Club, who's involved in extracurricular activities such as modeling, who's challenged herself by teaching, who's taken a total of 6 AP and honors courses, whose goal is to attend Santa Clara University, and whose GPA this year was a 4.0. Now, every time I think of those who didn't believe in me, I laugh, finally proving them wrong, finally feeling pride. As for my former friends, I wish them good luck, hoping they have a family to support them like I have mine, hoping they find that one person who changes their lives for the better, like Mr. Kell, and the AVID philosophies changed mine. For me, those days of my own, excuse me, for me, those days of my own low expectations and people with even lower expectations are a distant memory, a place that I have escaped. I stand before you an example of the transformational power in the combination of the AVID program and a young woman yearning to change.